optics of a convicted felon sitting in the White House near a fireplace. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. You know, and I think when Biden said that he was a convicted felon and had the morals of an alley cat.
These are the kind of discussions that, like, these are the kind of labels, you know, like I said, you know, right now, let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you.
And everything he poses to democracy leading up to the election. He spent his campaign insulting Biden. So a lot of Americans apparently were surprised at what happened when the two met face to face at the White House. What they think was going to happen?
What was she eating before she comes through on the mic? Like, that is like so disgusting. Like, did anybody tell her, like, you can't have pistachios or whatever, almonds or sunflower seeds? Like, that's this nasty. Like, she all, like, I'm sorry that I even did that to y'all. I'm really sorry. Ugh.
A knockdown drag out? Watch the clip, please.
Well, Mr. President-elect and former President,
thank you very
Donald,
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And looking forward to having a, like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today.
I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get.
A lot was said on the campaign trail.
I absolutely love this image. Let me tell you something. Like, I'm not gonna get all the way into it. That's for live, guys. By the way, thank you for watching. Please don't forget the like and subscribe button and the notification bell, guys. We've hit 10,000. It's a very special milestone for me, and I couldn't have did it without you guys. I'm so grateful to every eye that lands on these videos. I think this is an amazing image because, excuse me, sorry, after I just gave Whoopi a hard time. He's actually happy. I mean, there's just so much back end noise. Like, he does not like Kamala. Okay, that's just a fact. Everybody knows it. So don't let them hang over it. They know that he doesn't like her.
Smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today.
I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get.
A lot was said on the campaign trail, like Trump is a dangerous threat to our country and our democracy. Was there an apology today?
What he says still stands. And it's not just him. You heard this from former staff.
So, like, can we get it all out? Like, I am so excited that this girl is going to be gone. Okay, I used to rave about it. But go back and check my what's that thing called? My catalog. You'll see her face on thumbnails. Before I was really good with my thumbnails, right? This Haitian, yes, okay, lied to the American public and enjoyed it. I used to go off. I stopped watching the press conferences because I was like, bro, yo, like, you getting too mad. Like, what are you going to do? Like, it's not like you could really do something to end all of this confusion. And you, like, you just stop watching. Seriously. They always had good makeup on her, though. So if this lip color is not good. The eyeshadow is good. Sorry. Lastly, lied to the American people. I'm a lesbian. You're not gay. And whether you are or not makes never mind to me, because what you eat don't make me ish. But that's how deep these lies go. Ugh.
First, what we want to be also very clear about is the importance of listening to the will.
They teach them how to. She's pregnant too, by the way. I believe she's pregnant. She's kind of like round around the cheeks. God, and you know what? If she is, God bless her, right? Because you know me, I'm all about the kids, but. They teach them to, how to lie. Like, what we want is the importance. I keep hitting this mic. They need to teach me. I keep hitting everything surrounding me, my hair, everything. Sorry. It's the importance. And we need him. Okay, all right. Sorry. Okay.
Of the American people.
So, I mean, perhaps Biden was doing what he does. You know, he's been in a long time. So, you know, smooth transition means smooth transition. Did they think that it was going to be he's going to say, yo, what did you say about me, punk? Pow! No, that wasn't going to happen. And, you know, I say women age better. That's just my opinion.
They look like a couple of old guys.
Well, they are a couple of old guys.
Two old white guys living in another century. And it's the smoothest. It's going to be the smoothest greatest smoothest. I can't see he's given to hyperbole. That's an English term for souping it up. And that is Trump.
It is Trump.
Thank you for the English.
And by the way, how you're saying that Biden should have been not as nice, right?
No, I think that's no. Some people are saying he shouldn't have been. He should not have been.
But they have gone so low that there's no way to go but up.
Here's my take.
That's true.
It was the right thing to do, and it was always what Joe Biden was going to do. And I think just as Barack Obama extended him the courtesy. But I get why so many Americans didn't listen to warnings from people like me and others about our concerns about Donald Trump. Because what they see is a political season where Joe Biden says he's a fascist, a threat to democracy, and they think, oh, it's just a hypercharged political season. It's like WWE. They're going to go crazy, but then it's all kind of fake, and they're going to shake hands at the end. And I do think that some of the public sees this, and they're like, okay, so was that all totally overstated? Or was he just saying that to win or to scare people about
this
Trump?
is what you do. You show up, you shake hands, and you prove that the democracy stands.
Yeah.
That's why y'all don't need to be playing with words, though. They always give her the best eyeshadow. Y'all really do not need to be playing with words, because the problem is, though, you guys use terms like fascist, right? A term that if I use it too much on YouTube, okay? So y'all minimize literally everything. All the key terms mean nothing to me, right? There's only one that y'all haven't destroyed yet, and I pray y'all never do, because that's a very serious one. It starts with a P and ends with files, right? You guys played around with that term so much, and now everybody's shaking hands and everybody's cool. Oh, okay, so fascism is cool. Okay, cool.
The voters decided, you show up and you pass it off. And
Unlike he did.
But there are a lot of people having this conversation, and I would say that faux rage of like, this is normalizing. That moment is gone. You can stand by who you voted. I still think he was a threat to democracy purely because the thing that got me was the inability to accept the election results, to peacefully transfer power. So I can sit here today and say, I still think that, but this is how it works. This is what we do.
And by the way, I totally agree. I'm just giving the perspective of people who look at this and are like, wait,
well, you're
so
not alone.
was
A lot of
Biden
people said
serious
that.
about
Well, I
this?
certainly looked at it like that, because I just didn't like the optics of a convicted felon sitting in the White House near a fireplace. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. And I think when Biden said that he was a convicted felon and had the morals of an alley cat.
These are the kind of discussions that, these are the kind of labels, like I said, right now, let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. Twitter was on fire last night at the time of me taping this. And it was about the fact that people are starting to realize that we're about to get it appears that we're about to get a lot of legal immigration into this country. And you've heard people like Vivek Ramaswamy saying things like, Americans are pretty much not good for the job. That is how I took that. I was on a space where, I heard Twitter spaces, where I heard people saying that basically Americans are fat and lazy. And so now Americans are starting to wonder, now, wait a minute now, under the Republican administration with a mandate to get rid of, I'm glad that I caught her like that too, by the way. I'm not going to move it. To get rid of immigration and do mass deportations, we're starting to hear about these H-1B1 visas and all of this stuff, even though they did talk about it earlier. This is not the first time they spoke about it. And so the American people are wondering what's going on. So you all could talk about policies, right? But instead, and obviously they couldn't talk about that on this day, but really, to be honest, that wasn't Trump's policy. Instead, they scared people with a Project 2025 that they could have came at him about all the tech bro legal immigration getting ready to come through. But they don't want to give you the reality. They just want to keep people divided. So that's why when it comes to them, I rag on them more than anything else, and then I throw some information in because they deserve to be ragged on.
I agree with that. But I also agree with the notion that Biden is a statesman, and this is how it's done.
That's my point.
He is trying to model for President-elect Trump.
And we'll get rid of them in 2
However,
years.
it's not going to work.
Get rid of them.
It's not going to work.
It may not work, but it is still. But you still have to try,
But you gotta
because
try.
that's what we do. We
That's
still
what
have
we
to
were
try.
protecting democracy.
Yes, and so now, again, the people spoke, or somebody spoke. We're assuming it's the people.
I hope it's the people.
I hope it's the people. And whoever spoke we are recognizing what was said, and we are allowing the process to go through.
That is not what y'all been doing, by the way, just so you know. Like, y'all been ragging people about how many people they slept with in the past. Like I said, when y'all could have been talking about real policies, because to be honest, you know, before their break, there were things coming out that they could talk about and ask about our foreign policies and things like that. Listen, nobody is beyond reproach. I'm not one of these who's going to sit here, listen, and be clear. I'm not one of these who's going to sit here and sell you a dream, okay? You have to pay attention to all administrations, because then you can make your voice heard if you don't like something they're doing. Things are a little different now. You know, you have things like Twitter, whatever. You get people screaming loud on a space. You never know. That could change a lot of things, right? So I'm not them. I'm not going to lie to you. They're admitting defeat. I didn't have to admit defeat. Biden was never good for the country. Kamala was never good for the country. But this administration, we have to pay attention to them. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's a fascist and do all of what they do. Oh, he's a convicted felon, and we're just going to be petty and just talk trash. I'm not doing that. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.